natural disasters costed the world $368 billion in 2024 alone. With over 60% being uninsured, families and communities were left to absorb the losses alone. The issue is that those that are facing the highest risk are usually the least prepared. In developing nations, 90% of those losses tend to be uninsured. And it's not getting any better. Climate change is compounding every single risk, with extreme rainfalls intensifying 7% of every degree of warming. And that means that fire seasons are also extending by months. The last decade saw $3 trillion in losses, which was $1 trillion more than the decade before. The thing is, the data exists: flood maps, fault lines, fire zone, historical disasters. It's all public knowledge, but it's scattered across government PDFs, buried in technical jargon, and inaccessible to the people who need it most. The premise of Foresight is simple.
Foresight is an extremely easy to use tool that gives you your risk for various natural disasters and climate change at the click of a button. For example, let's say I wanted to get the risk for my house in California. I can enter an address, and then for my address, it'll give me risk scores for different disasters like wildfires, floods, earthquakes, and hurricanes. And these scores are backed by actual geographical data that is provided by the government. For example, for wildfires, you can see that the county the city is located in has moderate wildfire exposure because of the vegetation and terrain around it. For floods, you can see there's bodies of water around our city, so that is one of the risks we have to consider. And the highest risk is that of an earthquake, which you can see is because of this fault line right here. So taking all these things into account, we can give a very detailed analysis for your specific city, as well as an estimate of how much losses you can face in a 10-year period because of these disasters, and if you take the right precautions, how much money you could potentially save. We also give the user actionable plans that they can take now, in a few weeks, or in the future as well, along with its estimated prices to help them better prepare for disasters that might come in the coming years. Initially, our focus was mainly on one state for our prototype, which is California, where you can see we can get the risks for wildfires, floods, and hurricanes in all of the different counties, as well as earthquakes by doing analysis on these fault lines. But since this data is available for almost all major states, counties, and cities in North America, we can really easily expand this to other places and serve a much wider demographic. And once we have a good prototype working in the Northern Hemisphere, we can then move to other continents and make it truly global. That is our aim with Foresight, and we hope that it will save many lives in the future.